Hi guys, so following on from my video about donating my hair, I really wanted to make a video explaining why I'm supporting JDRF, and that's because I am type 1 diabetic. This is a topic very close to my heart and also to my very broken pancreas. I wanted to make this video just to give a quick rundown of what type 1 diabetes is, what is insulin, the symptoms of type 1 diabetes, how it's treated, and the kind of general effects it has on people's everyday lives. So type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease, which means that your immune system attacks things that it should not. It thinks it's being really helpful, but in fact it's being incredibly destructive. In the case of type 1 diabetes, this means it attacks your beta cells in your pancreas, which are the ones that produce a substance called insulin. What is insulin? You need insulin to live. It's a hormone. It moves the glucose from the food that you eat into your cells, which use it for energy. So if you haven't got any insulin, you're going to feel really tired. Without insulin, your blood sugar levels start to rise. It can damage blood vessels, nerves, cells, organs like your heart, your kidneys, your liver. It can even damage your eyesight. What are the symptoms? Weeing a lot, weight loss, constant thirst. We're talking vampirism, unsatiable. You could be sloshing and you still would be thirsty. Constant tiredness, grumpiness, and if undetected for long enough, it can cause comas. What is it controlled by? You need to take insulin. Obviously, because your body doesn't produce it, you have artificially made insulin here. So you can take that in a couple of ways. You can take it via an insulin injection pen. So you have a little needle on the end, you have a little vial of insulin, and then on the other end there is a little dial, and you dial that up and you have increments of insulin, so 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. You work out how much insulin you need by carb counting. The other way of treating it is by having an insulin pump, which is where you have the same little vial of insulin, but it's in a pump device which has a tube which then goes into you via a cannula. And this often makes it a little bit easier to control because you can have tiny amounts of insulin going in all the time, just like your body would do. To treat diabetes, you sometimes also need to carb count. This is where you calculate the amount of carbohydrate in your food and divide it by a ratio. That means you know how much insulin you need to do for that food. Another part of being diabetic is the fact that you have to check your blood sugar levels regularly to see if they are within a certain target range. Everyone's target range is slightly different. It's set by the doctors they go and see. So what you're trying to do when you're diabetic is keep those numbers in range, despite the fact that there are so many variables that can affect it. Type 1 diabetes is a constant balancing act. You're effectively acting as your own pancreas. It's a full-time job. Shout out to my little brother who's also a type 1 diabetic, and also to all the other YouTubers who are diabetic to raise awareness for the disease. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I'm likely to be doing plenty more short videos about type 1 diabetes.